Welcome to the Cricut Maker tutorial. Why should you use the Cricut? Depending on which Cricut you own, there are hundreds of materials you can cut with the machine, including everything from cardstock and poster board to aluminum foil, leather, magnets, and more. Here's just a diagram of what the Cricut looks like. Over here you have the functioning buttons like the power, pause, go, load and unload map button. The USB charging port can be found on the back of the machine. There are little brackets on both sides for the mat to guide through underneath the roller. There's also storage in this door and a storage cup over here. Clamp A normally holds things like pens, while clamp B normally holds all of your blade materials. Choosing the material. Picking out a material to cut or draw is one of the first steps to using a Cricut. Here are some of the basics. Materials can be no thicker than 2.4 millimeters if you want to cut it. It must be able to fit on the mat. The largest size mat we have is 12 by 24 inches. The material must be able to stick or adhere to the mat. Some common materials are permanent and semi-permanent vinyl, iron-on vinyl, wood, leather, both real and faux, cardstock, and fabric. Wondering if your material is alright to use with the Cricut? Check out this website. Choosing the right blade and mat. Choosing the blade. Refer to the website linked before, which is Cricut's website, and use the blade for the material you are using. Keep in mind the Crete Public Library only has the basic Cricut blade. You can bring in your own blade to use on the library's Cricut with approval from a librarian. Next is choosing the mat. The mat holds the material in one place with the Cricut. Guide to the mats. There's a green mat, which is standard grip for vinyl, iron-on, cardstock, thicker paper, textured paper, washi paper, and window clings. The blue mat is a light grip for copy paper, thin cardstock, vellum, construction paper, and other papers. The purple mat is a strong grip for thick cardstock, poster board, bass, and balsa wood. Leather, chipboard, magnet, and craft foam. The pink mat is the fabric mat, only for fabric, bonded fabric, and crepe paper. You're only supposed to use the pink mat for fabrics along with the rotary blade. Next is prepping the Cricut. Things to have done before using. Make sure the Cricut is plugged into a power source. Connect the Cricut to a device either by USB cord or wirelessly, and have the correct blade in clamp B. Changing blades and pens. To change clamp A, which is the pen spot, pull back the dark gray part of the clamp to release. Take the cap off a Cricut marker and push the barrel into the clamp until there is a clicking noise. Do this right before sending the job to the Cricut. So until there is a clicking noise, so put the clamp back in place. To change clamp B, the blade spot, release the dark gray clamp and take out the blade. Install a new blade and put the clamp back in place. For more help with the Cricut, check out Jennifer Maker's Cricut Maker for Beginners on YouTube. Next, we're going to talk about how to upload a specific image.
Hello, welcome back to the Craft Scraps. I'm Lauren, and today I want to show you just really quickly how to upload an image from the internet. So today I'm specifically going to do an uploaded image that I purchased from Etsy, but of course you can follow my original video on how to upload images from like Google or things like that. But today it's specifically how to download an image from Etsy that you've purchased into Cricut Design Space. So you can see here I'm in Cricut. I'm going to come over here to New Project. So obviously I have nothing on the screen yet. I don't even have my image uploaded from my email. So I'm going to come over to my email. All right, and so here's the image that I got once I purchased my bundle. So all I have to do is click view your files on Etsy. So it'll take you to this download page. So you can see I've already downloaded it once before, but I'll show you just for this video how you can download it. Literally all you do is click download. So you can see it's right down here. I'm going to double click on that. Click on the file and you can see all of the SVGs that come in that bundle are right here, ready to go. So all I have to do is go back to Cricut, go to upload. I'm just going to click upload image, click browse, and you can see I've already been in that file, but if I was starting from scratch, it would go to my downloads. I would just double click on the file, click on the image I want to upload, click open. You can see it only gives me one option as a cut image here, and it's super clean, ready to go. Click upload, and we're good to go. So if you want to insert it to your mat, all you have to do is click on it here and then add to canvas, and you're ready to cut. So I know this was short and sweet, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to actually make these cups in my next video, so I hope you guys tune in.
That was a video from the Craft Scraps. If you want to see more, go to their YouTube channel. Next, we're going to talk about getting the Cricut ready. Once your design is ready, you now have to prepare the Cricut. Use the information gathered in the Choosing the Material, Blade, and Mat lesson to choose which mat will work best with the material you have chosen. Take the clear plastic sheet off the mat and place your material at the top left side of the grid. Make sure it sticks to the mat. If it isn't sticking, try a mat with a stronger grip, or use painter's tape to keep it in one place on the mat. Next, make sure the Cricut is turned on. Place the mat with your material in between the mat grips and click the Load Unload Mat button. Refer to the Cricut diagram lesson for button placement if you can't remember. This will load your mat into the Cricut. Connect your device to the Cricut using the USB cord provided or by using a wireless connection. Go back to Cricut Design Space to your design. Under Material Size, select the width and height of the material you chose. If you are using iron-on vinyl, make sure you click the mirror option before continuing on. Click the green Continue button when you are satisfied with your work. On this next screen, make sure your Cricut is connected to your device. Under Set Base Material, select the type of material you are cutting or drawing on. If you do not see your material, select Browse All Materials. Once that is selected, make sure you have the correct blade and pen if needed, but into the clamps and that your mat is loaded correctly. If all previous steps were done correctly, the button on the Go button on the Cricut should be flashing. The button looks like a C. Click on the button and watch the machine do the work. Carefully pull your material off the mat and place the plastic sheet back over it. If you cut into material, use the tools found in the storage compartment to clean up your design and to remove excess materials. Some useful tips. All of the instructions for the machine can be found in the instruction booklets within the makerspace. Book Librarian is available to use the Cricut for the first time. You do not have to pay to use the machines, only for any library materials you have used. So if you bring in your own vinyl, there is no cost. If you have a computer at home, download Cricut Design Space to practice your designs before coming in. Next steps. Staff at the Crete Public Library to continue on for a one-on-one session with the librarian. Congratulations, you have completed the Cricut tutorial.